Set the primary target to Fortress. All systems cleared to approach Planet.It. Destroy the shield of the Planet.It and secure the entry. Target the sign shaft. Good luck. Caution. Caution.
Hey everybody, CYCLO1224 here, back with my 8th video game review. This will be the first video game review I've done on the original PlayStation. The game I've decided to review this time around, as you can see here, is a great game called Omega Boost. It's a science fiction, outer space, I want to say mech type shooter. It was developed by Polyphony Digital, same people who brought us the great racing games, Gran Turismo, and the many Gran Turismo games that came after the original one. Great games. Can't wait till 5 comes out. Looking forward to that. Anyways, back to Omega Boost. You can see Omega Boost has a lot of great graphical eye candy in it. You've got to remember this is PlayStation 1, not PlayStation 2. This is the first PlayStation. It was made later on, though, in the PlayStation's lifespan. I believe this game came out in like 99, maybe 98, but for the time, this game is awesome. It holds up so well right now. This, 11 years, going on 12 years later, this game's a blast. It's really challenging, but really, really fun. It's kind of a linear type game. From what I can understand, I've looked up, it says it's a rail shooter. I wouldn't call it a rail shooter. I mean, it is kind of linear, but there's way more freedom. It seems like you can fly around a lot more, explore stuff, but I guess once you beat so many enemies, it does take you to a boss. And anyway, you can see this little sub-boss is like some sort of space station or docking type bay, and I switched there to the first-person view you can switch to, which I don't really use a whole lot because it gets kind of confusing, but against stuff like this, big bosses that kind of hover out there, it's good to use it, keep your distance, and just whack them. That's what I'm doing there. The graphics and everything about this game's awesome. You can kind of hear the music, I hope. Here, the music is great in this game. It's great. I'd say even get the soundtrack if you could. I'm probably gonna get it just because it's they did such a great job with the digital, format. Coming from a dude like me who grew up with Sega Genesis and Nintendo, it always blows me away when I hear the real music on a game, and this is, you can see there, the cutscenes are awesome too. I suggest you watch my intro vid for this, because the intro vid for this game is like over 5 minutes long, but it's really cool and really worth watching. I mean, it doesn't even matter if you watch mine. Get the game, watch it. It's really a neat intro vid. You get to see like how big that robot you're in is. It's not just like a suit. You're supposed to be basically up in its head, or up in its head and chest area. It's kind of like Voltron or whatever. Remember Voltron, except for it's fully developed already. It doesn't need all the little kid arms and legs. Voltron was really weird, but I loved it. Anyways, tons of different, you can see here you're hovering above a planet out in the atmosphere, not quite down below on the planet. There's several. This game is basically you fight a few enemies, you go to a sub-boss, fight a few enemies, go to a sub-boss, or fight a few enemies and you end up fighting the main boss. But I see no problem with that. I think that's awesome. There's lots of action in this game. Basically, you got like X and square are your shot. If you don't have to do anything and it automatically like lock on a bunch of times, you got tons of rockets and you hit it and it just shoots all the rockets out, or you can tap it and it'll like be a machine gun basically. You'll see here pretty soon, up in the left top corner there's a blue flashing little, you know, whatever it is up there, gauge, but the higher that is, the longer your special power will last, which I'm going to use here pretty quick. You hit L2, and it's like the Omega, I can't remember what exactly it is, but it's your Omega Boost weapon. You'll see here it does this, and then you just go buck crazy and do a lot of damage. Like, the bigger it is, the longer you'll do it, and you get it from, you know, basically just shooting the enemy. Anyways, that was a really cool boss. At first I thought this was underwater, but actually it's just a crazy planet that's like raining sulfuric acid or something, and the enemies crawl underground, and the enemies, the lighting, everything about the way this game looks, to me, is awesome. I mean, I am impressed. When I came back and I got this game on eBay, I popped it in and started playing it. It just blows. This game could have been made on the PS2, I think. Or, you know, you wouldn't even really know, as far as I'm concerned. It looks so good, it sounds so good, there's no slowdown. This boss is crazy. It's so bizarre looking, like a spider crab type thing. And if that laser hooks you, you gotta blast ahead. You hit circle and it bolts you, boosts you ahead. Hold L1 and it'll basically lock onto an enemy, so you can kind of hover around it and shoot it. Select changes your view from third to first person. This boss was really cool, not too difficult. A lot of these bosses are hard as hell. Like, farther on levels, it just gets insane. This boss, the reason you can't see it too great, you'll see it better here in a second, is because I didn't want to get close to it, because it will tear you up. So it's best just to hover in the background and kind of whack it while it can't get to you. And eventually it'll, I try to use my magic power here, or the Omega Booster power, and it didn't work too good because I didn't have very much of it filled up. But I do beat this boss, and it was pretty hard. This game is not easy once you get to the farther levels. I think I end the review at the end of level 5, and I think there's like 19 zones or something like that. And there's also each zone you beat, you can open up that zone to go on and play without playing the game, but it'll save up your kills, your points, all that stuff. Excuse me. Great cutscene right there. Going into this level is insane. This is level 5 right here. Man, it's going to take me a while to beat this level, but it looks so amazing. I'm going to be playing the hell out of this game even after this review. Kind of a crazy looking sphincter thing there. Chasing you down, not easy at all. It killed me a bunch of times until I figured out I had to turn around and fight it instead of trying to run away from it. After a while, it'll open up and you go back and forth through it, and you can't hit that orange thing because it will fling your ass just crazy. And once you do that, you lose control of your robot. You see there, he just flips out, and this is the last boss I got to, and he just kicked my ass royally. But he is so cool, big spider boss. I can't say enough good things about this game. Go out and get this game if you can. It's great. I mean, I know you can get it on eBay with the case, everything like I did. Even the game over screen looks awesome. Look at that. That is an awesome game. Omega Boost is worth every penny. It's a blast. There's my copy. I got it on eBay. I think I paid like $10.50. In great condition. It's the lowest one I've seen on eBay is the one I got with the case and everything, and I've seen them up as like 20 bucks, up as high as, but there's always some on there. Get it! Omega Boost is a great game. This was my game review of Omega Boost. As you can see there, you should watch the intro vid. Because it's awesome. But anyway, CYCLO1224 out. Thanks for watching.